Good solid team that's going to make a run in the postseason.
In the middle, this one to serve. Daly goes to Bedell on the near side. Now another miscommunication. Head coach Sharon Digman mentioned those mistakes. They really need to pick it up. She's come up with 15, so she's come on strong as of late. Had 6 kills against Minnesota on Friday night. Over into the Wisconsin. Just able to get the kill for Iowa. And now the Badgers. Daly goes inside to Thompson for the Hawkeyes. Now Megan Eskew sent back by the Badgers, but still alive. And this one.
Wisconsin have to be disciplined. They know she's going to take an aggressive swing.
Pete Wade had mentioned how he wanted to see a better blocking effort from his left side hitters. That time it went off Crystal Groff. Daly goes for the back row attack to Nilgis, and it's alive in the back row. Now Groff. Over on 2 by Daly. Set back over to Gabrielson. A long rally going between the two teams. Eskew tries to put it away. She can't. Back over to Groff off the block. Good defense on both sides. Now Thompson in the middle. Bump set goes over to Groff, and she can't put it away. Yeager there for the Hawkeyes. Now back row to Nilvis. Set in the middle to Thompson again. We've seen her get some good opportunities in the middle for the Hawkeyes. Now back.
The net, hands high, ready and aware of everything. She saw that overpass opportunity and put the ball on the floor.
Saw Shante Thompson fell down, tough for her to get.
Wisconsin's a very aggressive serving team. Iowa has to be
into predictable sets. They have an opportunity to read it defensively. Set by Thomas, goes in the middle to Chapman. Now Daly, she'll go to Nilgis, and they'll be
of the game, especially when you get into a conference where there's so many physical attackers and offensive weapons on each team that the serve and pass game is everything.
Serve receive, because they've struggled on the serve receive this season, as have many Big Ten teams. But if you're not receiving the ball well and getting a good first pass, it's very difficult to win. Gabrielson on the right side for the Badgers. Running it down is Eskew. It'll be a free ball opportunity for Wisconsin. Courtney Thomas goes back to.
In this match, they have a lot of weapons and serve tough. That's one of the greatest things about Wisconsin's game, is they have such a tough serve. 6 rotations around. They have someone back there firing it up, so they have to continue to do that against Iowa.
Courtney Thomas, the 3 who have really played big roles for this Wisconsin team.
Pushed out to the pen, but saw that gap. Alexis Mitchell for Wisconsin wasn't able to close.
From Plano, Texas. Daly goes back to Bedell once more. So desperately need. Now, Anne-Marie Hickey leads this team with 24 service aces on the season. Now it's over Nilgis. So it goes to Chapman, but kills in a career-high 10 digs here against Nebraska on Friday night. And that one.
Thomas coming up to rip a ball cross-court. Not sure about that touch, but she did swing very aggressive, aiming for that deep corner.
So they did give the call on the touch, and the point goes to Wisconsin. Now it's Eskew. We talked to Coach Digman about her. She said every coach should have an opportunity to coach a player like Megan Eskew. Now Thompson on the slide.
And you can definitely see that, and really they just need her to continue to carry a big load offensively and be more and more consistent.
She's listed at 5'9", but maybe barely 5'9". Coach Digman said that she plays like she's 6'2" out there because she feels like she can get every ball. Yeager with a good dig. Now Eskew again. Thomas goes back over to Yulia McColson. Now Eskew. This one. Daly goes with the back set, tapped over.
Smart shot here by Nilgis. She saw that the Wisconsin defender, Anne-Marie Hickey, was sucked back on that line. She dropped it right in front of her. Smart shot.
4 kills for Tiffany Nilgis on the match. Thomas runs this one down. It'll be tapped up and over by Groff. Now Daly sends over a free ball. Was going for that back corner, so out of system for Wisconsin. Groff, though, into the net, just clips it over. Now Thompson in the middle. She's met by Dominique Thompson.
From the service line.
Daly goes for the back row attack for serving with 4 kills so far.
Well, she's swinging with a purpose. She's mixing up her shot. She's coming inside the antenna, then down the line. She's just showed it all from the back row as well, and she's just taking big swings. She's carrying a lot of
500 so far in this match. Hawkeyes want to see that continue. Not a good pass by Wisconsin. Over by Groff, and she finds short serve by Wisconsin. Joust at the net, still in play. Now Courtney Thompson for the Badgers, serving another soft serve. She's going after Shantae Thompson. Back row to Nil. Shantae Thompson will serve. Gabrielson goes in the middle. The top
side hitters are what looked like it right here. One coming down the pipe for the two attacks.
And there we see it. She's playing on the right side. She's the center. Another serve. Daly goes with that back set. Now it's a chance for Chapman, who finds 5 points away for the Badgers. The 6-point lead is the largest of the match. Chance on the near side. Shot by Wisconsin to keep it alive, but it's a free ball opportunity. Just tapped over by the Hawkeyes. Past 16 points in a single set against Minnesota, so they're trying to get a few more here. In the middle, overpass. Unable to take advantage of it was Bedell. Back row attack now. Badgers fighting for it, and it's tapped back by Mitchell. Bedell once more. Block is there for Wisconsin. They continue to feed Rachel, but
staying set, reaching into the court, putting that ball away for a big block.
Daly goes back to Bedell. There'll be a whistle. Hawkeyes with the service. Inside to Mitchell.
In front of the setter, behind the setter, right here, down the pipe. We've seen her numerous times just bury that ball right in front of the Iowa defenders.
Daly goes on the back set this time. Up the 1-0 lead. Hickey. Gabrielson goes on the back set to the Hawkeyes can answer when we come back to Madison. Daly goes back. Thompson started the match. Emily Yanni now in the middle. Coach Dingman mentioned her middles have to get more involved if they have a chance to pull off some wins.
That's where all of her power comes from. She's not necessarily the biggest, most physical attacker in the Big Ten, but she sure does use what she has by just bringing a lot of momentum.
Yanni in the middle.
Well, it's important for Iowa and any team to take advantage of those small plays. Go get the quick points.
Now a middle
attack to block.
Tough pass, going to be a free ball opportunity for the Badgers. Thomas goes over to the near side. 4 kills now.
It's a quick set to the outside. Those quick sets are tricky because Iowa really has to set their block early, knowing Chapman has a fast arm swing.
Thomas goes on the back set this time. Unable to receive that one well for the Hawkeyes. Another free ball chance for Wisconsin. Thomas, she goes in the middle of
play, bringing Janelle Gabrielson around for the middle attempt, and Thompson behind the setter, mixing up the Iowa blockers.
Daly goes to the far side to Eskew. Now middle again for Bar, and we're not even halfway through the year, Megan.
And we're approaching that halfway point. A lot of teams are settling into their
8. Anytime that a team's hitting over 400, you know it's difficult to be able to slow them down. Gabrielson. Daly goes to Thompson. She'll just tap it over. Chapman now into the Iowa block. Back set to Thompson. And off.
Well, they did it. Nikki Daly did a nice job pushing that ball to the other pin, making sure she spreads her offense from pin to pin, spreading the Wisconsin blockers.
Thompson for the Hawkeyes, a sophomore middle blocker out of Hurst, Texas. Back set now over to Thompson.
Thompson trying to take this ball sharp cross court. She saw that big gap, but Eskew did a phenomenal job of closing that seam last minute.
First block of the match for the Hawkeyes. This one goes.
And also serving aggressively. You just have to continue to serve and break down.
Thomas goes over to Chapman. So a few mistakes in a row by Wisconsin. Not only have the home court advantage, but also the numbers in their favor. Daly goes to Eskew, taps it over. Chance.
Powering through the seam. seam of Iowa's block here, going right over the top of the blockers.
Crystal Groff, another freshman for the Badgers, a local product out of Madison. Joined the team in the spring. Now Thompson again for Iowa. Gets the chance on the overpass. For Shante Thompson, the most involved she's been in a... This time in the middle for the... Overpass, tap down.
Net so their setters can get to it.
Daly goes to the far side. Badgers able to just send it over. Now sent over on...
Up a tip. She was getting back to her defensive spot.
Hawkeyes. Thomas goes in the middle.
That ball on the setter's forehead. She was able to get it to Mitchell. We've seen throughout this match right down the pipe.
4 kills on the match for Alexis Mitchell. She leads this team in points, blocks, hitting percentage. Early 6-2 lead, but the Hawkeyes fought their way back. Now Wisconsin on top again. Far... Outs at the net.
She stays on the ground. She's not able to attack the ball from the back row.
Gabrielson, she'll go to Groff. Now Bedell. Tough pass there, tough set. Still in play for the Badgers. Groff once more. We've seen all 3 freshmen we talked about in the open get involved as Groff now has 4 kills. Good job by Hickey on the up. Now back row for Groff. Tapped back over. Groff puts a good swing on. Overpass again. Chapman can't put it away though. And now a chance for the Hawkeye to her on that far side.
Well, they know Iowa wants to get Bedell the ball. She's been very effective all night. She tries to take that swing cross court, but Alexis...
Season, the Badgers won both matches, but in their first meeting in Carver Hawkeye Arena, it was a 5-setter that went back and... Daly goes back to the far side. It's Eskew this time. Now chance for Thomas. She just sends it over. And a good one there, and it's a free ball opportunity now for the Badgers. Middle. Iowa keeps it alive. Another free ball chance. Thomas, she'll go to Thompson. Hawkeyes have been ready defensively on this rally through the...
She did a good job of putting it in play and coming up with a big kill.
Now over to Chapman. Far side. Practice tries to get the rest of the team motivated. She'll get out there and put together some solid performances. Thompson now in the middle for the Hawkeyes. Now a chance for Dom.
Right here you can see she tracked her. She just put up a nice block right in front of her.
Battle of Thompsons in the middle in this match. Courtney Thomas now to the far side, goes to Chapman.
On them all over the net.
Daly goes for the back row for Bedell. Hickey goes back to McColson. Last season, but was unable to keep it going consistently. Now she's fighting for playing time with those other talented lead for the Badgers, and we focus on those freshmen. Crystal Groff now with 6 kills. Ellen Chapman with 5. Courtney Thomas with 6. So the Badgers doing exactly what we expected as it's back over. Good up, but saved by the Hawkeyes, but now it's shit.
Any time on a quick play, Wisconsin can get Mitchell the ball right in front of the setter. They're going to do it. She puts the ball away again on a nice kill.
Wisconsin to serve. Daly has to run this one down. Goes to Bedell. Block for the Badgers is there. Free ball opportunity now for Wisconsin. Thomas goes back over to McColson. Tapped over by Thompson. And now back by Courtney Thomas. Bedell into the ball for the Badgers. Badgers winning the blocking battle so far in this one. Goes to the far. Now over to Shante Thompson. Down.
At a serve receive and in transition.
Courtney Thomas, she'll get it over to Groff.
Taking a big swing from the outside, trying to go line crossbody. Looked a little long.
Tough pass by the Badgers. Free ball chance now for the Hawkeyes. Daly goes back to Lovell, who puts down the kick. Where the hitters are, trying to be ready for this Badger attack. Overpass. Thomas goes with the back. NCAA tournament comes around. Of course, the Badgers hoping to return to the NCAA tournament after missing out last season. Now Groff. Job by the Hawkeyes to keep it alive, but it's a free ball chance. Thomas goes back to Groff again. Nice up and save by the Hawkeyes, but another free ball, and it's out.
It's a frustrating play for Iowa.
Daly goes to Lovell. Groff is there. Another chance here for the Hawkeyes to the far side of the freshman. Gabrielson in the middle. Iowa has more life in them. They know they have the talent offensively to get back into it. We'll see where different players get involved. It's a big reason they're on top.
Well, of their 3 players, all of which have 5 or 6 kills, they just have so many options offensively to go to that with their good ball control, especially in this match, they're able to dish it out to whomever they want and know that it's going to be effective. Their middles.
6th in the Big Ten in service aces. Tough serve by Daly, and a free ball opportunity for the Hawkeyes. Yeager will set. Goes to the far side, blocked by the Badgers is there, but it's still in play. Thomas goes back to Groff, and we'll get Thompson will head back to serve. Lovell will just have to send it over.
Take free balls. It really looked here like Wisconsin. Thomas came running in front.
Lovell serving, but Daly with the back set. Gabrielson was there, but it's an overpass. Yeager with the bump set to the far side, block. Short serve, tough one. Badgers send it to Chapman in the back row. Now it's Eskew. Gabrielson goes to Mitchell on the inside. On Twitter, twitter.com/BTN Volleyball. Get all the latest information on your favorite volleyball.
Middle blocker on a slide attempt in front of the setter. It's a tricky ball. Mitchell looked like she was right there. She just has to get up a little bit earlier.
Chapman now in front of in the early going of set 3.
They have to be better.
Back to Chapman, who just taps it over. Hawkeyes able to get a hand on it and send over the free ball. Good opportunity for the Badgers. Iowa was ready for it. Now Chapman once more. And that's the reason why they have that balanced attack and one of the best classes of freshmen in the entire country. Shante Thompson will send it over. Now Courtney Thomas goes back to Chapman again for another kill.
Back so that they aren't giving Wisconsin free balls.
Ellen Chapman has stepped up in some of the big opponent since 2009, beating number 18 Michigan last week. Set goes over to McColson.
Colson goes up right here behind the setter. Not much of approach there. She had a wide open line shot. As a team, and especially the backcourt of teams, have to continue to communicate with your hitters what shots are open.
Groff just sends it over. Chance here for the Hawkeyes in the middle to Yanni, and she gets. Chance down the middle for Chapman. She's
predictable.
Daly goes to Lovell. Thomas was there. Tough pass, but it'll be a free ball opportunity for the Hawkeyes. Now Daly at the net. Daly in the middle to Yanni once
more and more.
Big difference in set number 3 for the Hawkeyes. They're 5 for 6 on kills.
Together in this match, and they have to mix up their lineups, find out what's clicking for them. And right now their middles are extremely effective.
10 or more kills on the year. Sends that one right off of Alexis Mitchell. Thomas goes to McColson. Bump set goes to the far side, and Courtney Thomas goes to Mitchell on the slide. Hawkeyes up to level in the back row, puts a swing on it. Thomas goes to Groff in set number 3 for the Hawkeyes. Lovell, Hickey in that back row decided not to go for it, and it clearly caught the line. Thomas in the middle of Mitchell to adding percentage during conference matches. Now to Eskew. We'll get a whistle and a serve. Gabrielson back to Mitchell once more. joust at the net. Daly with the back set, and it's over.
Throwing the tip in, you can see Wisconsin hesitating on the defense. Has to make sure they know.
A tremendous job in the middle with 3 kills. 12 errors in the first 2 sets, but just 3 so far. Excuse me, just 1 in set.
She was winding up for this attack. Mitchell trying to reach, get a finger on it, but wasn't able to come up with a block.
Came up with the run out of nowhere and gets the kill. That one's off the block.
And they've also continued to pass well. They struggled early with their ball control in this match, but they are able to run a more dynamic. They continue to set Nilgis here in the back row, going deep cross court, aiming for the longest part of the court. It's a hard ball to defend.
Gabrielson goes to Thompson in the middle. Daly over on 2. Badgers ready for it. Gabrielson to Thompson again, and the kill. We've seen the offense get on track for Iowa, but they still need a better defensive effort, according to Coach Sharon Dingman. Now back over to Chapman. Daly goes with the back set. Gabrielson, back row attack for Groff. Look. Daly goes over on 2. Tough one for the Badgers, but they're able to save it. Free ball opportunity. Now a chance to the near side.
Cross court. Chapman has to come off the net sooner and be more disciplined. That ball looked like it was going long.
4 kills now for Alex Lovell. We did not see her until the latter portion of set 2.
With their ball control, I think their passing and their serve-receive game has definitely taken a jump up. They're able to run a more dynamic offense, spread it out a bit.
Hickey with the bump set to Chapman. Daly now goes to Yanni on the slide around. Badgers able to get to it. Now Chapman once more. Job to save it, but a tough pass here. It'll be a free ball for Wisconsin. Thomas goes to Chapman. They continue.
With a lot of power in this approach, all of her momentum going forward, just powered through that Iowa ball.
In the match. In the middle, set.
Go and where Iowa wants to set the ball.
Now to the near side to Gabe. Daly goes to Yanni in the middle. Badgers able to get to that. Now Groff. Once more to Emily Yanni. Now over to the near side to Gabrielson. It's time to level. Tough serve by Toon. Gabrielson to Mitchell. Passes out of
their middle.
Hickey receives. Set goes to Gabrielson. Saw her with the big stuff just a moment ago. Tapped over.
Work for the kill.
Short serve. Daly goes back to the far side to Nilgis. Gabrielson to Groff. And of course, Badgers trying to put it away. In set 3, Eskew. Hickey with a good dig, tapped over. Bumped up at the net. Tough pass. Thomas, though, with a good swing. Lovell sends over the free ball. Gabrielson should go with the back set to Thomas. Tries to just tap it over the block. Eskew now. Gabrielson goes to Groff. Eskew with a tough one into the block. Still in play and alive by the Hawkeyes. Gabrielson goes to Mitchell to try and end it. Bump set up by Hickey. Now Thomas, and the touch off the Hawkeyes.
Hard as she can here, not much of an approach. She was able to come up with a big kill and a very momentum-filled swing and a long rally.
And up to serve out the match. Daly with the pass on the inside. Gabrielson goes back to Groff. Off the block. And the Hawkeyes can't get
hitters and was just very effective blocker tonight.
She was effective. Courtney Thomas That balance, we talked about it coming in, and that's exactly what the Badgers had, and it earned them the victory.
Well, balance is the name of their game for Wisconsin. They're just extremely balanced offensively. No question, she was the leader of this offense. They looked to her to put down some very important kills towards the end of each set. They used her effectively in front of the setter and also behind. She put up 3 solid blocks on the match. She did a nice job tracking.
Presentation of the Big Ten Conference. Wisconsin wins it 3-0 over the Iowa Hawkeyes.